Welcome back to this week's episode of Thicc and Tired with Corinne and Cassidy.
Welcome back.
Are you sure
everybody.
you press play?
I pressed play.
I'm just making sure.
I absolutely pressed play this time.
You know what I know?
I'm losing my voice already. It's like 2 seconds into the podcast.
You know what I noticed last episode?
What?
That I touch my hair a lot.
I was noticing that because I have to watch. Like, we both do it.
No,
it's like constant. Yeah,
it's really annoying. So today I'm going to try not.
Do you want us to like handcuff you?
We should have like a drinking game. Whenever Cassidy touches her curls, whenever I quaff my curls, have a shot of tequila.
Quaff. That's a horrible word.
It is a fucking.
I don't like it. It sounds like I don't.
Sounds like something else.
Sounds like something else, and I'm not a fan.
I want to talk about wedding superstitions today.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because I just had a wedding.
Okay.
And my bride, listen, as a wedding coordinator, I can't be an alarmist. My bride was texting me the whole week. It was gonna rain on her wedding day. Yes, the forecast did say 95% chance.
Yeah.
Now in my head, 2 things. I can't be like, oh my god, it is. No, like I have to be positive. Girl, it's gonna be a beautiful day no matter what. Number 1. Number 2. Keep in mind that weather can change at all times. Just because it says 95%, like it could be a light rain. It could be, as long as it's not raining sideways or it's not another like hurricane, it's gonna be fine. Yeah. Okay. So she texted me the day before her wedding. She's like, you have to see my house right now. She's like, I have the Virgin Mary in my window. I just buried another saint in the front yard.
That's amazing.
I have my wedding invite taped to the front of my windows facing out.
Okay.
And I'm like, wow, that's insane. And she's like, and I'm going to bury sausage. And I was like, that's a little TMI. I'm like, I don't want to. She's like, no, Cass. She's like, I'm going to go in my front yard and bury sausage.
Actually, some Italian sausage. Or any is it like Jones New York's breakfast sausage?
So I was like,
is it like,
what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, okay. And like, I didn't think anything of it. I texted my friend Steph. I'm like, this bitch is going to be burying sausage. And she's like, yeah, that's a thing on TikTok. I've never heard of it. So I've never heard of that either. The whole superstition is if you bury sausage, it will not rain on your wedding day.
Okay.
So she sends me photos like an hour after. It was like a ritual. Her poor little husband was shoveling. She was standing there with like the sausage in the sky. I rebuke the rain. And I was like, I know I'm crazy, but I'm like, this bitch is out of her mind.
That's hysterical.
But listen to this. The day her wedding comes, yes, it's raining. At some point, I remember, I'll never forget this. She was taking photos with the photographer. I look out the window, and it was literally like a monsoon. Yeah. I look at one of bridesmaids. I'm like, look at the window. I'm like, fine, okay. So I have to like, listen. I'm always prepared. I got my umbrellas.
Yeah.
Checking the radar. Now I'm like, my main thing is just to keep her dry, right? So we're at the church, and we're in the back of the church, and the ceremony's going on. I look outside. It's pouring, and I'm like, great. Estimated time that the ceremony was going to end was 3:15, so I'm on my little radar in the back, and it's getting like lighter and lighter and lighter. So then I scroll my radar to what it would be at 3. Mm-hmm. The rain would have completely stopped. Wow. Not only that, the radar showed no fucking rain
for the rest of the day
for an hour and a half to 2 hours.
That's perfect.
Not only did it stop raining, we were able to do her grand exit shot outside, and we were able to do photos at the venue.
Oh my God.
The moral of the story is...
long live the sausage.
Bury that sausage, bitches. Go to the store. Buy some Hormel, or what is it? Some Primo hot spicy
That's what
Italian sausage.
Does it matter? Like, do you have a better chance if it's like expensive Italian sausage from the butcher?
Go to Uncle Giuseppe's.
Or is it like, go to Uncle Giuseppe's. Go to like your town butcher.
Yeah, go to the town butcher.
Get the good sausage.
Kill the pig. What is sausage? Pig?
Yes.
Kill the pig. With your bare hands.
Who's teaching your daughter animals?
And bury that sausage because the sausage fucking works. So then it got me to wondering, like, what a crazy ass superstition.
Yeah.
So I looked up other superstitions.
Oh, Jesus. I'm actually afraid because I have no clue.
Okay.
I'm not like a huge...
So
there are certain things, but...
Here's well, what are some other superstitions? I heard about the Mother Mary in the front window. No. It doesn't rain on your wedding. My grandma used to tell me that.
I don't even really know, like, wedding ones. I didn't even really... Like, obviously, like, your whole, like, wear blue, something borrowed...
Blue is a symbol of fertility. Did you know that? That's why people say wear blue.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I really, like, have no...
I mean, something old new, but I fucking hate that one. Like, I'm over it. You don't need it. Over it. I can't.
But it's cute, though. Like, the grandparents like it. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know about other weddings superstition. I've heard, like, if it does rain on your wedding, it's, like, good luck.
They say that for everything. There's
true.
a fucking 6.5 magnitude earthquake on your wedding day. It's go where, honey. It's good luck. They just say that shit to make you feel better.
You know what? It works. I feel better.
A veil is to ward off evil spirits.
Oh,
that's why you
okay.
wear the veil.
Okay.
Bridesmaids were decoys. They're supposed to ward off evil spirits too.
Oh, are they supposed to like hold back the other men trying to get to you instead of your
No,
husband
they're
or something?
supposed to ward off evil spirits. I mean, that's mean. So let me just throw my
I
friend
feel like
under the
evil
bus.
spirits is just another way of talking about other men.
Yeah, true. Okay, so I look.
My wedding day.
It's not gonna rain on your wedding day, John.
It rains on every big event of my life.
It drizzled on my wedding day. Did it rain on your wedding day?
It was like, no, I don't think so. It was really hot, remember?
Yeah. The light is like in my eye today.
I'm sorry.
Like, I think I'm going blind. Should I put my sunglasses on for this podcast?
Oh, Jesus.
Because this is a lot better. I'm going to be honest with you. All right, listen to this one. Wait. So I looked up different wedding superstitions.
Okay.
Across the globe.
Great. Okay,
so
go.
here we fucking go.
Lay it on me, sister.
Some of them I was just like gasping. In Scotland,
Yeah.
the bride and groom are kidnapped by friends and covered in disgusting substances like rotten eggs, fish guts, and molasses before being paraded through the town. It's called the blackening.
This cannot be true.
And it is meant to toughen them up for marriage. Straight out of a fucking horror show.
Wait, is that real?
No, this is fucking real. This is real. Google it. It's real. John, Google it. It's called the blackening. It sounds like a scary movie. Can you imagine your bridal party rolling up to your house?
That would literally be the title of the movie.
The Blackening.
Have
you seen
it?
Korean
Sounds
Blackening?
horrific,
Like,
and I'm already getting like triggered from it. Because I don't like horror movies.
Gianna, are you looking it up? It's like, is a little man gonna roll out on a bicycle with a mask on and be like, "It's time for your blackening"?
Oh my god, they have pictures.
Yes! Oh my god!
You need to.
No, wait. All right, let me see.
Can
no,
you
don't
imagine
show
if
me.
your friends roll up to your house like, "Hey,
look
Paul and
happy,"
Corinne."
she said.
Hey, yeah, no, but listen. And wait, this is a disclaimer.
Wait,
this
so
is a
maybe it's
wait,
not
no,
gonna do it.
wait. This is a
Wait.
disclaimer because I don't want people watching this and being like, Americans shouldn't shit on other people's cultures. No, I understand that, but when you read this, like, it's very shocking. Because can you imagine like your bridal party? Can you
We're
imagine
not shitting on
Danielle
it. We're bringing
rolling
awareness
up,
to it.
rolling up to your house? Hey guys, like it's a couple days before your wedding. Come, let me cover you with this salmon shit. It's your blackening. Wait, okay, another one.
No, I don't want any more.
In South Korea, the groom's friends remove his shoes, tie his feet together, and flog the soles with a fish or stick while quizzing him about marriage. It's meant to test his strength and prepare him for married life. And that's true.
There are no words for me. I'm just done. Just turn off my mic.
Okay, so
We'll
it's
be
true
good.
because, Gianna, you can Google that one as well, and people can go Google that as well. They flog him.
But wait, are these like things that happen like in the past, or is this like current day? Because like,
This is current day.
well, that's I mean, all right.
Okay.
I guess
There's a video.
tradition- Oh God, Gianna, please.
Okay.
I don't want to see videos. Don't make my child look up flogging
I
on
know.
Google.
Gianna, you might become.
Please don't.
You might come. It's.
I'm really.
You might come across something that's going to ask if you're 18 or older. Anyway.
I'm really uncomfortable right
Wait.
now.
In Kenya's Maasai tribe, the father spits on his daughter's head and chest as a blessing before she leaves with her new husband. Instead of being disrespectful, this is seen as a way to wish her good fortune.
But you know what though? But don't like the Greeks did do that spit thing. Like it's like a good luck thing. They're like toot, toot, toot.
On their chest and head.
Well, I don't think they like really spit on them, but I think it's like a thing. I'm not Greek.
I've
so I
been to
don't
a bunch
know.
of
Are you
Greek
not
weddings
Greek?
and
Are
I've
you
never.
Greek?
No, I'm not fucking Greek. I'm
I think
Irish.
it's. I don't know if it's a wedding thing. I think they just do it as like a good luck. Someone Greek, please ask.
All right,
tell us.
this one's not bad. The Chinese Tujie, sorry everyone, Tujia culture. The bride starts crying a full month before the wedding for at least an hour a day. After 10 days, her mother joins in, followed by her grandmother, and eventually all the women in the family. The idea is that their collective tears show joy and gratitude. I mean, I cry all the time, so that'd be perfect for me.
Literally perfect.
So fucking perfect. Sign me up. Okay.
But all right, so wait a minute. Let's say you live in, I don't know, whatever, one of these places, and you're reading about American customs and what they do prior to the American wedding. And then it's like all of a sudden, like they're like, oh, the bride's friends come to her house, they all kidnap her, and they all go to a strip club where like other men like put their
genitalia in their face. Which I did for my 21st
So
birthday.
think about them thinking about us being like, that's mortifying.
I guess so.
Right?
I mean, it's better. I'd rather get a lap dance than have my feet covered in tilapia.
I'm done.
Just a thought.
I mean,
Sign me up for that, okay? No, but I guess so. But also,
oh.
it actually got me... There's still more. We're going to go over them because some of them are even better. But it also got me to thinking that, do you think other people look at, like, the weddings here in New York? Or in particular,
I can't even
what is
imagine.
going on?
I think that they're like, this is absurd. And
Yeah.
like, probably, I don't want to say anything. but
Especially for the amount of money that they spend.
that's what I'm saying. Like, people probably look at us and be like, that's obnoxious. It's
Yeah.
like arrogant. It's absurd. It's whatever. You know, you got to put your sunglasses on.
I can't with this fucking light. Okay.
Got to wear shades.
In India's Bihar state,
Wait, we can ask a perva about that.
yes, we can. Call her up. In India's Bihar state, if a man's horoscope predicts an early death, he must first marry a tree to break the curse. The tree is then chopped down, symbolizing the removal of bad luck, and then he's free to marry a human. You know, we should make all the fucking men marry a tree.
The
To
world
be
would
honest
be a
with
better
you,
place.
the world would be a better place. Women are much better without these men. So you know what? Go marry a goddamn tree.
Go marry a tree.
Bye. Okay. In Venezuela, the bride and groom try to sneak out of their own wedding reception without getting caught. If they succeed, it's believed to bring good luck. If guests notice their escape, the luck is lost. I would be so good at that. That's called Irish exiting, okay, Venezuela? It's called Irish exiting, and I am amazing
got that from the
at the
Irish.
Irish exit, okay?
Really?
I wanted to Irish exit my own
But
wedding.
as you're wearing like a big, well, I don't know what color they're.
I'll have to go to the bathroom and just don't come back. Come on, like, be creative here.
But they
I'm
know
going to
you're
the
trying
bridal
to
suite for a
escape,
second.
so it might not be that easy.
No, I really am. Stop. Go dance. Fuck off. Easy. I looked at my husband the
I
night of
feel
my
like
wedding.
they'd see Cassidy coming from a mile away.
You calling me fat?
No.
I wanted to Irish exit my own wedding so bad, and my husband, he's like, "Don't you dare!" I was like, "I gotta get out of here." I'm like, "I gotta take these Spanx off." I'm like, "I
You
want to go
wore
home."
Spanx?
Actually, no, I didn't wear Spanx.
I was like, why?
Actually,
you didn't need them.
Do you want to know what I did? I did wear
God.
Spanx.
Why though?
And during the wedding reception, I was so full and I was drinking. I took my Spanx off, and I don't want to say it. In the bathroom at the Piermont, and I
Did you
might
pee
have-
yourself?
No, I think I tried like flushing them down the toilet.
Why? Were you drunk?
I was shit faced.
Oh. Well, if they have
And
toilet
then I'm pretty
problems.
sure I picked them out because I realized what I was doing and I put them in the garbage. And I'm sorry, Piermont, for that. Anyway, there's some good ones. Hold
Why
on.
not just be like, I don't need these?
In Mongolia, before setting a wedding date, a couple must kill a baby chicken together and inspect its liver. If its liver looks healthy, they can proceed with the wedding. If not, they must keep trying with more chickens. Poor fucking chickens. Sad day to be a chicken in Magnolia. Look, Magnolia. 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 Is that a Disney movie? Gianna, look that up. The killing of the chickens. I would actually like this one. In Armenia, newlyweds balance flatbread on their shoulders while being showered with lavish and honey. To be honest with you, fine. Put flatbread all over my body. The bread is meant to ward off evil spirits, and the honey represents a sweet life together. Put a
cute.
little like prosciutto on that. Like, forget it. I mean, that's a cocktail
You have a
hour.
little snack after, you and your husband?
I mean, listen, these are all, like, to us, it's insane. There's another one, the blackening, where friends and
That's-
family kidnap the
yeah,
bride and groom,
I
cover and
can't-
make sure.
yeah, we talked about that one. That's
That
the
one's,
blackening.
that one's a little bit crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Chickens.
Oh,
It's a Jewish one. It says a ritual where practitioners swing live chickens overhead while a rabbi chants a prayer. The chickens are meant to absorb the sins of the participants.
why chickens, right?
I guess they're like is it like a sacred bird?
This one's fucking dumb. In Brazil, it's customary for the groom's tie to be cut into pieces and sold to guests at the reception. The funds raised are meant to help start the couple's new life together. Turning a simple accessory into fun and that's dumb. That one has no interest in me. Whatever. I see a
Let's
lot
not
of
hate on Brazil though.
no, sorry, Brazil. The men in
love you.
Brazil are fucking okay. So I see a lot of like the Greek dances at the weddings that I do, and I love those. Like I see a lot of those traditions.
That's why I can't believe you didn't see the.
No, I've never seen the spinning one. If you're Greek, colon.
It's not like a spitting. It's not like they're not actually spitting on you. They're like, two. It's literally in the movie, man.
What movie? Oh, My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Like they all do it, like the ants and stuff, and like when she's walking down the aisle. I don't know. They do it on the veil or something, or the back of the dress. I'm not Greek, so I don't know.
I've never seen that at a Greek wedding that I've done.
And I've seen it in other movies too. That's why I was like, I don't know. Like, I would love to know what is that? I don't know.
Is that your favorite wedding movie? My favorite wedding movie is Father of the Bride with Steve Martin.
I mean, I love My Big Fat Greek Wedding. It's an amazing movie, but I like Bridesmaids. We've talked about this on the podcast.
Did we talk about it before?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Just because, no, not in a bad way.
It's the light. It's like getting into my eyes.
I know,
I really
she's
can't
like,
see that
it's
much.
like brain.
Press the button on the side. It dims it.
Well, no, she doesn't. How are we going to dim it?
Can I dim it? Is it gonna mess it up?
I mean, no, you turned yourself blue.
Ooh.
The other button.
Turn it again. What is going on?
What the fuck is happening? Oh no, this is fucking
more.
worse. Gianna, can you fucking help?
Can you help?
I can't do this. It actually literally, this is like awful. I'm not.
Don't look at it.
I'm not looking at it. I'm looking at you, but it's still blaring in my eyeball.
It is bright.
Is that better?
Is it bothering you?
Point it down a little bit, Gianna.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll put my sunglasses on. Okay. Don't worry about it.
Is that better?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Is that a little better?
Yeah.
It's, you know what? This is just the reality of being a star. Get over it.
Fine. Now that you put it that way.
See, I know how to manage.
I want to talk about canceled wedding trends.
All right.
I want to talk about, you want to know why I thought about this? Because Lizzo. Remember Lizzo?
Do I remember her?
Well,
is she,
I feel
an
like she's
ancient
not.
artifact?
I feel like she's not in the public eye anymore after that whole sexual harassment case.
She had a lot of. Well, it wasn't that. Like a lot of her fans, like there was like.
Yeah, they all left her, and then she lost a shit ton of weight, and then she just recently posted something. Like she was canceled, I think. Like she's not at the Grammys anymore. She was
anymore. A little bit.
Yes.
She wasn't. I think she just kind of stepped back. And you know what? Sometimes you have to do that for like peace of mind. Like I can't imagine what that was.
She just posted something on Instagram.
She is on. Yeah, she goes on Instagram.
She posted something on Instagram saying, "I got shit for when I was too fat, and now I'm getting shit for now that I lost weight."
Yeah.
And then it made me think about cancel culture.
Yeah.
And how like I feel like cancel culture now. What's today's date? February 25th, 2025.
Yes.
It's not as crazy as it was.
I think it depends on what. I don't know about that.
It's not as fucking crazy as it was. What do you think? What is making you like, oh, maybe?
Well, the whole Blake and Ryan thing. They're canceling them 100%.
I don't think they're canceling him. He was just on SNL.
Because he's trying to save face.
Whose side are you on there?
Not theirs.
Really?
Yeah, I don't believe them for a second.
You don't?
No. So I've been following this hardcore on TikTok. Like I'm in a deep dive hole of the Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds situation with Justin Baldoni. And if you go through like all of like what the happenings are, they're full of it. I don't believe her.
Really?
Yeah. And I think honestly, listen, I could be wrong. But like, I just feel like I don't know. There's listen, this man, they went after him and Justin Baldoni came with the receipts and everybody knows it. And she said, he did this, he did this, he did this. And he was like, I did this because you did this. Like you told me to, she's like, he sat there while I breastfed my baby. Okay. Well, you invited me into your trailer and said, I'm breastfeeding my baby. I'm just feeding, come into my trailer. And then she puts in her thing like, you know,
that she felt uncomfortable
or that he commented like on her weight. But the thing was, she was expressing to him that she had body image issues at the time. So there's such a, you have to watch it. Like you really need to deep dive.
I'm not on like the TikTok. Because
that's why.
From the outside looking in, if you just look at the surface, you're always going to want to side with the woman.
Of course. But, and I did. At first I was like, wow, that's so shitty.
Yeah.
But then it's like, listen, not every woman in the world is going to say or is going to be truthful when they say this happened to me.
Yeah.
Like that he had harassed her or whatever. And listen, there are people that are dishonest. It can still be a woman. And there are men that would be honest and say, I didn't do that. And he truly didn't do it. Yeah. And I don't, again, it doesn't matter what side you're on. But I'm just saying, these things happen. But
and she's best friends with Taylor Swift.
Not anymore.
Is that true though?
I think it's true. So now Taylor Swift, they're bringing her in for the depositions. So she's going to get questioned. Girl, what do you live in a mayonnaise jar? What is happening?
That's fucking disgusting, Corinne. Who?
It's a saying. You don't know the saying?
No.
You live in a bubble, a mayonnaise jar.
I would rather live in a bubble or under a rock, never in a mayonnaise jar.
Well, who said there was mayonnaise in it?
You're disgusting. A mayonnaise jar.
Crazy.
Fuck that. Really?
Anyway,
Taylor's going for the, I had no idea.
So they're bringing her in. She's being questioned. Yeah, because there was a whole thing about the young girl that played Lily.
See, Taylor probably fucking hates
here's
this
the other
because
thing. How are you going to be in a movie and not read the book?
Who didn't read the? What
Blake
do you mean?
Lively never read the book. It ends with us.
I heard it was a terrible book anyway. I heard it was a terrible fucking movie. Terrible, like whatever.
I mean, I don't really know, but
it's about domestic violence, right?
yeah,
That's so
and it's
awful
about
and
domestic violence. And then this is the thing, like she's painted herself in such a bad light. Like him and his co-stars were out there like talking about the movie, and then like they'll ask her a question about domestic violence, and then she'll turn around and be like, so my clothes, I have these earrings, I love my rings, they're like my what does she say, my comfort blankets? I don't know, she says something.
She doesn't have a stylist. And I'm like, she gets ripped apart on the fashion.
Not for nothing.
She's a terrible. Her wardrobe is terrible.
Well, for the movie, I don't think that she dresses badly, but for the movie, I mean, her outfits probably could have been better. And she just kept boasting about how she was the one that like brought the character to life.
That's crazy. You're
talking about her wardrobe, but why aren't you talking about the fact that this movie's about to whatever? It's just it's so all over the place, and I just kind of like lost a little respect from it. And I liked Ryan Reynolds.
So do I.
Also, I mean, but now that I'm looking at him, I don't see him like that anymore. Now I'm like, wow, you're so unattractive.
Really?
It's weird how like my whole.
Wow, you're really involved in this. I have no idea. I had no idea.
Literally like stumbled into it on TikTok and I can't get out.
Taylor Swift, for like her publicist is amazing. I know her publicist is Tree Payne, and she's fantastic. I think that Taylor Swift's publicist and Taylor in general, her brand does a great job with staying out of that bullshit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well, that's probably why they backed out of the whole situation.
But that's crazy because like they're very close. Like she's like the godmother of all their kids.
Well, you heard that she made that comment about like she was Khaleesi and like Brian and Taylor were her dragons. So you're basically like, I'm like the king of the jungle and you're like,
okay, bitch.
She says like bizarre things. And
yeah.
I don't know if it's like she doesn't have a filter type of thing, but like she says things that are like untrue. And then she told that girl that Taylor Swift had a hand in like picking her for the movie, and then they were like, I think it was like they didn't think that was true. I don't know. There's a whole big slew of shit behind this. A slew of shit behind it.
A slew of shit.
Yeah.
That's the episode of this.
I'm loving it, like every second of it. But yeah, the SNL thing was bullshit. I say she didn't know when Ryan stood up and said the thing.
She didn't because her face was crazy.
But Sam feels like she did know, but I feel like they've zoomed in on her, and I just don't think she knew that he was going to do that.
But she's also an actress.
She is, but at the end, if you look, when they freeze frame her, she like looks down like, oh my God. She's scared to death. Either she knew and she wasn't comfortable with it, or she truly didn't know.
When is the trial?
I don't know, but I want it to be like an Amber Heard and Johnny Depp type of thing.
That was fucking crazy. That whole fucking trial was crazy.
I literally was like, this is amazing. I don't think they are going to.
Do they have to? Can they? Because it's like technically public.
I don't know. You can literally get all the court documents. That's how they find them online.
We'll go. We're going to report live from the court.
I would be there for it. So yeah, so with this instance, I think cancel culture 100% is still alive and kicking. I think it just depends what you do. You got to watch out, man. They'll fucking come after you.
They're coming
for you.
Let's talk about cancel culture, canceled wedding trends.
They come for you. What? Did you not like my singing? Okay, thank you. She's so mean to me.
Let's talk about let's talk about cancel culture and wedding trends, or cancel culture within the weddings industry.
Let's do that.
All right. So guest list drama is a really big one. I jotted down like my thoughts about this, and I wanted to talk about this because now that season's ramping up, I'm starting to see all these like completely different scenarios, and it's crazy because for the most part, planning a wedding, it's like a happy time.
Yeah, of course.
The most stressful part about it is the families and the friend and the drama and the bullshit. Am I right?
100%.
So guest list drama.
Okay.
Uninviting guests after a fallout. Have you ever done that? Or do you know of people who've done that? Or have you ever been uninvited to a wedding?
Please, have I ever been uninvited? Get out of here.
Is it okay to revoke an invite?
Like,
how
and
do
be
you
like,
do
you
that?
can't come?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could. People do it all the time.
People do it all the time. But
like,
or what about kicking someone out of the bridal party? I've seen that so
oh, well, people do that shit all
many
the time.
times
Yeah,
before.
because you're like not really, yeah.
And-
I've never kicked anyone out of the bridal party. We didn't have that. I
Yeah.
was just like, I wanted to keep my bridal party small because I didn't want drama like that.
How about a wedding is not a family? I saw this post on Instagram. A wedding is not a family reunion. Cutting
Okay.
family members from the guest list can cause tension, especially if parents are paying. Is it selfish or is it setting boundaries?
I think it's setting boundaries, but let me say something really quick about this. Me and my sister, Danielle, have very different views. Sorry, Danielle, I know I'm throwing you in there right now. Have very different views on like, and my mom too, I think, have different views on like who should be invited to things. My sister has a huge guest list of like relatives that we haven't seen. And then I'm like, no, I'm not inviting these people. Or like when something happens, like a funeral or something or whatever. And it's like, oh, all these people need to come. And I'm just like, we haven't seen these people. Why are we inviting these people?
Right.
So I'm just like,
is she married?
And it's my sister?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she didn't have like a big wedding. They had like a very small wedding. But I'm saying like to anything, like family parties, baby shower, like whatever it is, she's got like this huge list of people. And I'm like, listen, I love my family, but you know what? Not for nothing. But if I haven't seen you and we don't talk and we don't, why are you invited to my shit? Why are you invited to my shit?
On a plate for you to come and party.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be an asshole, and I dearly love my family. But if we don't talk like that, I really don't feel the need to. No.
How about no-show guests who RSVP but don't attend? They cost a couple of money. Should they be confronted? Or should they be billed?
Did you get no-show guests? Because I did.
You are always going to get no-show guests. No call, no show. You will always get it.
I think we had 4.
Did they send a check?
No.
Or a card?
No. They didn't even acknowledge that they didn't come.
So me and Rob were supposed to go to one of his friends Matthew's wedding, Jerosa and Christina. I'll never forget this because to me it was very upsetting. And his fucking sister had a baby. So, and like Rob didn't, like, I know. But like, and like Rob's mom's not around and stuff like that. So Rob really wanted to get to the hospital and like see that, and I get it. So, but we said to them, sorry, no, it was the day.
Yes.
It was the day of the wedding, and we weren't about to reach out to him because I'm like, they don't give a fuck that you from your college friend. So I'm like, you know what?
Right.
We're just gonna send a card with a nice check in it and be like, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I was so paranoid that they were gonna be so mad at us.
I mean, I think if you like something like that, that's different. Someone you're like, what'd you say? Was you? What?
It was Rob's friend from college.
Had a baby?
No,
who had the baby?
Rob's sister.
Oh, okay. So it's his. Yeah, no, that's totally different. Oh. Stop.
Yeah, I really needed to get there to see her. This one I want to talk about: wedding vendors who get canceled. Wedding vendors who go viral for bad service often face public backlash. Is it fair to call them out, or should couples handle issues privately?
So I have something else with that too, because I also feel, especially if you do it on social media, you're drawing so much attention to that wedding vendor that 1,000, like 1 million people start following them, and all you're doing is like building them or following up.
Yeah, I guess so. But on the other hand, like that vendor, you're not getting followed for the right reasons. You know what I mean? Like
not
it's
every situation has 2 sides.
3 sides.
So if 3 sides, yeah, you're right. His side, her side, the truth.
But also, I think people out there. So my 2 friends, Mike and Lauren, they actually have a really well-known podcast, the Vendor Table.
Okay.
Amazing, and they talk about this because there are TikToks out there of couples like they just want to like, you know, they're just so fucking stupid. They're like, there's this one, it was just recently.
Is this the makeup girl?
Yes, her. The bride washed her makeup
yes,
off.
Yes.
And instead of saying something, she didn't say anything.
Well, the girl even asked her, like, is everything great, blah, 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 and not for nothing. That bitch redid her makeup, and it looked exactly the same.
That's exactly what Lauren was saying on the podcast.
100%.
It looked exactly the fucking same.
We watched another one, too. I don't know if anyone watched. I think it was called La Corsetier. So that's the name of the company. Oh. She makes corsets for like brides and like dresses and stuff like that. And she made a corset. She had an issue with the bride, and the bride went on social media and basically like blasted this girl. Other brides were like, oh, that's the way she wore. Like, so it was kind of like, I don't know. It was hard to be like, what side are you on? Because like they're vendors, and then you're like a person, like you said, there's always three sides.
It's
so
a
like,
small business.
and the girl is like, yeah. And then it was weird because like you're listening to both sides of the story, and I'm going, I kind of feel for her, but then I also kind of felt for the customer too. So it's hard though. I don't think that people should jump in though and bash the vendors.
No, but I think these days, especially this generation, no offense, are doing it for clout.
Gianna would never do that.
No, just like kids her age.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah,
because that's when you think about that's like the generation that's getting married. Like they're in their late, like early 20s. Well, Gianna's like 5.
Do you think that cancel culture? I feel like that was like a millennial thing. That started with millennials.
Am I a millennial? I am a millennial, right?
Yeah, but you don't really act like one, so.
What do I act like?
Just yourself.
I'm in my own.
She is in her own gender bubble. No, that's not right.
Really? You think so?
No.
Okay. Anyway.
No.
Other canceled wedding trends.
My eyes are tearing.
Speaking of gendered wedding roles.
Okay.
Like seating guests on separate sides or having the father give away the bride should be questioned. Tradition or unnecessary. I'm seeing a lot. I'm fine with all that stuff.
Did your dad walk you down the aisle?
Yes, of course he did.
Okay, my dad did not.
No?
I walked down with Paul.
You walked down the aisle with Paul?
Yeah. Me and Paul were together for like 20 years.
I know, you guys have been together forever.
We live together. We have a baby. We own a house. Like we've already started our life.
Wait.
So my dad, I feel like your parents, or father, mother, whoever it is that gives you away, it's like you're living at home. Like your parents are like, you go. Like that's a traditional thing. For me,
you're right.
My parents weren't giving me away to Paul. I was already on my own and living an adult life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like, for me, it was a celebration of me and Paul and not.
That's nice. I get that.
And my dad walked down the aisle.
Well, yeah. What was your processional like then?
So it was my dad walked down, Paul's dad, because his mom passed away. My mom walked down with Anthony. And then the girls walked down.
Bridal party?
Yeah.
Did he have groomsmen?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They each walked down. With
a partner,
yeah,
right?
with a partner. Yeah.
And then you two walked down to... That's nice.
Yeah.
I kind of love that.
I was like, I wanted something different because I was like, it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
To walk down. Like...
No, I get that.
Like,
I do.
It's not,
I get it.
It's like, I don't know. Like, it just didn't...
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, for me, it just wasn't a thing. I just didn't want that.
I see so many people, both like mom and dad, will walk them down the aisle now.
I have seen that. And then I was like, okay, well, how do I incorporate everybody?
Right.
Because now Paul's dad doesn't have his mom. Like, who does he walk? Like, I was like, I don't know how to like.
I know.
In retrospect, I should have had, and this was me, I should have had like my Aunt Sally walk down with my dad and like one of Paul's aunts walk down with his dad.
Yeah.
I wish I would have done that, but I didn't. And that's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. The ceremony processional, you can always make it your own.
And
except, although, well, no, not really. When you're in a church, you can, as long as it doesn't affect like what they do up there, they don't really care.
Right, exactly.
But the traditional processional is the groom stands in the front with the best man. Like, doesn't even process down the aisle.
See, Paul's brother walked down with... Because me and Paul walked together.
Yeah.
So now the groomsman is not standing at the end of the aisle.
Right.
Yeah. And me and Paul did a first look too. So we already saw each other.
Yeah, you already saw each other. So it doesn't really matter.
I know. We're so backwards. I just wanted something different. I wanted nothing traditional. Nobody was throwing garters at my wedding. Like, how tacky. Like, I don't want Paul sticking cake in my face. Like, I would have beat him with the fucking spatula.
I would love anyone to stick cake in my face, but that's just me. So, whatever.
Not at the wedding, though.
I wouldn't mind it.
I'm not gonna...
Feed me, I don't care.
Paid a lot of money for that makeup. Fuck that. Feed me. My cake was delicious, by the way.
What kind of cake did you? That's right. You had a weird cake.
I did. I had pumpkin spice cake, and it was fucking
that's
delicious
right.
with a French cream.
Where did you get it from?
I got it. Where did we get the cake from? Aubrey's, right?
Aubrey's right
my
here.
God. So, okay. Best story ever. It's really, really quick. I'm sitting in Aubrey's doing my taste testing, and she's giving me like all these like vanilla, chocolate, like red velvet, which is like my favorite. And then all of a sudden I look on the wall and it says she has pumpkin spice muffins, like cupcakes. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, pumpkin spice cupcakes. And she's like, yeah. She's like, I can make a whole cake out of that. And I was like, what?
Did you taste it first?
Fuck yeah. She literally brought me out a cupcake. And I looked at Paul and he tasted it. And she's like, I can do this with like a French cream. And we were like sold. It was so delicious.
Did you save the top tier?
Fuck yeah.
And did you eat it on your year anniversary?
No, I think we ate it before that.
Like so we saved our top tier too, but like literally when we got home,
Didn't you freeze it?
We ate it. Like I
feel like we ate ours too, but I don't remember. I'll have to ask Paul because I have like the worst memory. I'm surprised I remember my wedding.
I remember. You don't remember anything about your wedding?
I remember
That's because you were having a fucking heat stroke.
I was having a heat stroke. That was terrible.
I remember my wedding. I wish I could relive it though. It really was like the best
I wish
day
I
of my
could
life.
redo because I would have eaten. I wish they would have told me that there was food set up in the cocktail. I wish that they would have told me that food was set up for the cocktail hour in the bridal suite.
They didn't
did
tell
not.
you that?
No.
Did you have a maitre d' or a bridal attendant?
I had a bridal attendant, but we were like walking around, and I
No, but they
honestly
should have
don't
grabbed
think
you.
that they were.
They should have fucking grabbed you and be like, "We have."
Yeah, they didn't. If they did tell me, I did not know, or I didn't hear her. Nobody knew. Me and Jessica went upstairs to like change my dress because I was dying,
And it was all the food.
and all the food was there, and I was like Jessica, and she was like, "What the fuck?"
No, that's because it's supposed to be for you and Paul.
Yeah, they never told. No,
That's
it was a
ridiculous.
whole thing set up for all of us. It was the whole bridal party.
That's a little fucked up.
I was like-
mad about that. It's so funny because there's some things I don't get mad. Like that to me is
I
a
needed
very
a
amateur.
coordinator.
No, you needed a staff that was good. That to me, and not to shit on them, but that's kind of like fucked up.
And it was. Well, it was. There were things, but let me say, if my tip to everyone, my place was not really a wedding venue.
No.
And I picked it because I just loved the that it was the mansion. I wanted that like old mansion vibe. So if you're gonna pick a place that isn't really a wedding venue, you need to get a coordinator. You cannot not have one.
Yeah.
Because no one will be there to be like,
Up your
my
asshole.
bridal attendant was amazing. She was literally worth her weight in gold. She doted on me the whole night. But I needed a coordinator to handle the other things that they didn't really know.
Was it a caterer? Was it an outside caterer?
No, they had an actual like place in there. Like a chef came in. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like they had their own like food and stuff because they had like restaurant events there, but not weddings really. I think maybe they had like a couple of dozen weddings before mine.
Weddings are a different breed, man.
Yeah.
They
like,
really
it's
are.
not just like
I just did a wedding recently at the Lannon.
Lannon? What the
It
hell
used to
is
be
that?
the old Carlisle on the Green.
Oh, yeah.
The staff there, fucking one of the best staffs I've ever worked with in my life.
Really?
So on top of it. Bridal attendant, maitre d', they knew every single little thing that was happening.
I love that.
Like if I had I had to go, now we got it, don't worry about it, it's already on it. Something happened where like one of the other vendors started blowing out candles and like I was like, wait, what's going on? Like they knew immediately. They had he had like his little walkie-talkie and he's like, yeah, no. I was like, whoa.
They were like Mission Impossible.
So good.
They were like J-Lo with the...
Fuck
Do you
that
walk
movie.
around
Fuck
with
it.
a...
No, actually, no, I don't.
Why do you get so mad about it? We're just asking you a question.
Because the movie The Wedding Planner is a bunch of fucking bullshit. I am not walking around in high heels and a pencil skirt all day, looking all freaking cute.
Well, listen, a dumpster can run me over if Matthew McConaughey comes and saves me, so I'll be all right with that.
That's also true. Hey, Matthew. Do you see I got color yesterday? Scarlett was on the trampoline, and I have like a little color from here. So I have to,
you look like a bathing beauty today.
let my yits out. Speaking of tans, I saw
See how tan I am? Look at my yits. They're nice and pale.
pale yits.
I just
Speaking
threw
of
it in there.
tan,
Tan?
there was a meme I came across the other day, and it was Long Island girls in 2000. It was like a picture, and then the caption was Long Island girls in 2006 next to the DJ at Mulcahy's, and it was a picture of Oompa Loompas, like in with a really because like girls back then were like super tan,
Yeah,
and it got me
exactly,
to
and
thinking
orange.
how I was back when I was younger.
You need to put up your 21st birthday picture.
Yes, I do. Oh yes, I will show.
Send it to me and I'll input it into the thing. You don't have
I
to show them now.
was the quintessential.
I can do it as an overlay and edit.
Who did I send it to? I sent it to John.
Yeah, I have it. You sent it to us.
This was me on my 21st birthday. I rented myself, so I maxed out my credit card because I was 21. Who has fucking money when they're 21? Especially unless you're Gianna, who's been working since she was 5. But I rented myself a Hummer limo to the city with 20-something of my best friends. I told them all to wear black, and I wore this bright neon blue dress from Estelle's. And we went to Hunk-O-Mania. And we were all at my parents' house before, and my mom got us. My mom was so against it because she thought it was so trashy that I was going here, but I didn't give a shit. She
Hunk-O-Mania.
in protest got us all pizza and like chips and dip and stuff like that. And
Was she trying to keep you home?
she was
She's like,
so
maybe if
angry
I
at me.
give them the pizza and the dip, they won't leave.
She was so mad at me, but there was no stopping me. This is what I wanted to
Wow.
do. And we rolled up there. I had like a penis cake.
Is Hunk-O-Mania still open?
Hunk-O-Mania is, I have no idea. Jonna, can you look that
Maybe
up?
we
If
should go
Hunk-O-Mania
for
in New York City is open?
for Cassidy's 40th.
Wait, by the way, when I say Jonna, it's Gianna, but I say it John
Yeah.
because when Corinne yells at Gianna's name, it sounds like Jonna. So I always, that's like my thing.
Because, yeah, everyone calls her
Hunk-O-Mania
that.
might still be open. So we went to Hunk-O-Mania with my friends. I was, the week before that, I went tanning every day. And then the day before my birthday party, I went into the bed twice
Oh, God.
in one day. Because I had a friend that worked at Planet Beach on Merrick Road in Seaford.
Were you orange?
Orange. I used the almost famous tanning lotion, which was, there's two.
Freeport and Southampton.
Freeport?
Southampton.
Southampton. There's one in
Stop
the
it.
Hamptons?
That's what it says.
We're going.
Really?
I'm not going. I'm not going.
Your 50th, Corinne. We gotta go.
I'm not going to Hunk-O-Mania. That's
I wanna
so
show
not
you
my
all.
thing. I don't know why. I have no desire to have any disgusting male sweating on me while
Grow
he
up.
gyrates his. No, I don't love it. I
Grow
don't
the
like
fuck
it.
up.
It's gross, man.
You're gross. Stop. So we went there. Now, okay.
At least I'm
This
not
is the
afraid of
funniest-
English muffins.
Corinne. I'm not afraid of them. It's their nooks. It's the dots. So wait, listen to this. So my friend, one of my best friends, Steph Martin, she lived in Hicksville at the time because we were all young with
Okay.
her parents. She went to Woolbaum's or Walmart, like whatever, to go
Woolbaum's.
food
Yeah,
shopping.
it had to be back then.
To go food shopping. She's there. She sees a man like wheeling a cart. She's like, that guy looks so fucking familiar. One of the strippers was food shopping at Woolbaum's. And she called me bugging out. I'm trying to find a picture of how orange I was, guys. I was fucking orange.
You have to send it to me so I can put it in because they can't see it on the camera. Oh my God. Wait.
I was orange,
Who did you just send that to?
black hair, orange. Jet black hair and orange.
You could be like Snooki's long lost sister.
Snooki was like she was my godmother.
Yeah, shocking.
That's on Long Island.
I know, I saw that. She looks beautiful, first of all. Second
Yeah,
of all,
she looks beautiful.
I went to the dermatologist for the first time 2 years ago, and like I'm sitting there ass naked. They're like, "Have you had any history of tanning?" And I was like, I think her name was Brenda. I was like, Brenda. I'm like, I am 37 years old. I graduated high school in 2005. I'm like, Snooki was my godmother. I'm like, she raised me.
This is fantastic.
Of course I went tanning.
Of course you did.
And to be honest with you, it was some of the best times of my life. Tanning was so therapeutic to me.
I literally went tanning for like 3 months in like the early 2000s.
We have to put a disclaimer before this podcast. Like, tanning is very bad for your skin, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and you shouldn't tan if you're under 18. Disclaimer, don't tan.
I loved it. I
We don't have
fucking
to just
loved
put
it.
disclaimer, don't tan.
I mean, but then there's some people like whatever. So anyway, so
You look like that lady. Never mind, forget it.
tan. Yes, yes. And the jet black hair, man. But the tanner you were, like the hotter you were. And then
Yeah.
like the men went tanning too.
I could never,
Do you
I would
remember
never,
the
my,
tape-ups?
nothing
You don't
would
remember
happen.
this because this wasn't really your generation.
Wait,
the men had the tape ups.
I was
like
in
the
my
Gotti
early
boys.
20s.
So you remember that
In
when
my
the boys got the
20s.
tape ups? Do you remember what that
what
was?
What is a tape up?
Oh my
Wait,
god!
just tell me, and then I'll
Trash.
know what it is.
Hold on, no, because I can't explain it.
Okay, show me.
It was the haircut that the men got. You don't remember that?
I need to see it.
And they gelled it like the Gotti boys.
Oh, like this.
Like Paulie D.
Yeah.
Hold
I know what
on.
that is. I know
His
exactly what
he
you're
still
talking
has it, but it was more like, you know,
about. Yeah,
like
I know what it is.
but like that was the hottest thing ever.
Yeah.
If the men had like thin eyebrows and a tape up and they were orange, I was like, oh, sign me up. That was the thing back then. Like, the
Yeah, I
men-
get it. That was not what I was.
What were
I
you
was not
like
I
when you
was
were
not
younger?
looking for men like that.
Yeah, but how? I was in my 20s. When you were in your 20s, what was that? That was like the night. Like, what was it?
So I graduated in 95. So I was in the 90s. I was
So it
like
was
a
like the grunge
teenager.
era?
It was like grungy, yeah. But a lot of the things
Like
that the
now.
girls wear now, like combat boots, little floral dresses, t-shirts under your little spaghetti strap dresses.
Is that what you did? Was that you?
Yeah, pretty much. Or like jeans, a lot of jeans. I remember like cutting jeans up a lot. I didn't have like the big hair thing. Like you can literally go through like my pictures in the 90s. I didn't really do like
Was
the
that in
big
the big hair?
Yeah.
Straight, right? Straight hair.
Like the early 90s. No, like curly or like all curls and then like the straight bubble bang. So my hair was like flatter. So it was like I had like we would get perms and I had curly hair, but it was just like curly. Like I like just kind of like the way it is now, just curly.
Like Saved by the Bell? No, because I feel like that's older than you.
No, that's probably about like Clueless came out the year that I graduated. So there you go. That was like, yeah.
Who was your
except that
fashion
was-
icon?
Oh, like growing up? I don't, you know what? I don't even know. I guess we like, we had like movies like Singles. I don't know. They're not going to know what it is.
I have
like,
no idea
but
what the fuck
exactly.
it is. Yeah.
But like that movie was very like grungy.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, oh my God, like Bridget Fonda was like so cool in that movie. You don't even know who that is.
I don't know who Bridget Fonda is. I mean, maybe.
What's the girl that's married to Kevin Bacon? I can't think of her name all of a sudden. Yes, you do know her. Look it up. Kira Sedgwick. She was in it.
Yes, I know
And
her.
I was like, she had like the coolest, like,
Yeah,
it's just
I know Kira
crazy.
Sedgwick.
Like even like
I didn't have
the Real World New York.
Yes.
That was huge.
The Real World was huge. Back then.
Huge.
I loved the Real World. My parents used to hate when we watched it.
loved
I
The
used to
Real
watch it
World,
like very
too.
low and in my basement because they would get so upset.
It was well, I was older than you.
Because it was like kind of,
yeah.
whatever. But I
Yeah.
didn't have a fashion icon now that I think about it.
I don't
Because I
think
was
I
plus
had
size.
one,
There was no,
honestly.
and back then, like there was no plus size.
I remember having a hard time finding clothes.
Yes, me too.
And then in my early 20s, honestly, it wasn't like you guys were like hanging out like tanning salons and like, I don't know.
I
That's
had a hard time
weird.
finding clothes though. Like, because there was nothing.
I would go to the mall.
No, but there was nothing there. Like,
Well,
where
they
would
had
you
Lane
shop?
Bryant, so I used to have to go in there
Yeah,
and
but
like
Lane
sift
Bryant, I
through
feel
stuff.
like was also very
It was
mature.
It was, and I had to like really sift through stuff to
Yeah.
see like what I could wear that wouldn't make me look like a frumpy monkey.
like a frump of fucking potamus, which was all fucking plus size bullshit.
Yeah.
Plus size was like a size large.
Yeah.
I remember Torrid came out when I was in college, I think, or it just started picking up
Yes, I didn't
speed.
have Torrid.
And I was like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. And I finally started to find clothes that were cute.
Yeah.
People were like, oh, you dress so cute. I'm like, thank you. I could finally find clothes that fit my fucking ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But Torrid in the beginning was very odd though,
Yes.
too.
Because it was
they-
the owners of Hot Topic. And Hot
Yes.
Topic was like, you know,
and they had very
Care
bizarre
Bears with
clothes.
spikes and
yeah,
shit.
like by the time I hit Torrid, I think in like my early or mid 20s, I had lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
So I was like an extra large, and I remember going to what now was New York and Company. It used to be like Lerner.
Yeah.
And I remember
heard of
going there and being like, oh my God, I can fit into their extra large.
Yeah.
And just being like ecstatic.
Yeah.
That I was able to get like cute little clothes.
Yeah.
But that was really hard though.
was
Like
so
to have to
hard.
sift through shit.
And I see you were a sifter. I am not
Oh
a shopper
yeah, I had to
whatsoever.
find stuff. I
So
was like,
I
there's
would-
no way.
It was like a complete fucking disaster for me. If you
Yeah.
look at like my high school, like even like I would wear like just sweatshirts.
Yeah.
It was
See,
a
I hated-
fucking disaster.
I did have a lot of polos my senior year, I
Yeah.
remember. But a lot of people were wearing t-shirts and polos, so that wasn't really like a
Yes,
shock.
people would wear polos with pop collars in
Yeah.
my back in my day. The men wore the popped collar from Hollister with a puka
And it's
shell.
so funny because like I feel like the guys that you're showing me, that's like the guys that you were like, these guys are so hot.
so fucking hot.
You see, that was so not. I liked a clean cut guy, tall, not too thin,
There
but not
wasn't
too
like
big.
that though.
But like,
It was-
yeah,
it
like
was
all
first-
my boyfriends literally look almost either they were more Italian looking or more Irish looking.
No, wait.
There was no in between.
I'm retracting
Swear to God.
my statement. When I was in high school, we were all about the preppy boys.
Yeah,
The
preppy
Abercrombie,
boys.
Hollister, pop
Yeah.
collar, puka shell necklace, spiked hair. For some reason, the fucking boys in my grade would
Nobody I dated had a
spike
puka
their
shell
hair
necklace.
blonde. Really?
Not one.
Because I felt like that wasn't big then. I
No,
graduated.
it wasn't.
Yeah, like the 90s, they were like Kurt Cobain and like flannels, right?
Yeah, but no, I never dated anybody like that either. I don't think any of my boyfriends, I mean, yeah, like the occasional flannel, jeans, t-shirts, polos, clean cut guys.
No, I was the
Even the
Guidos.
Italian guys were not like
Muscles.
those, they didn't look like anyone from the Jersey Shore. They were like clean cut, like good looking guy. Well, I mean, I thought they were good looking.
Yeah, like a fresh, like an all-American boy.
But now you look back and you're like, oh,
my
Jesus
God.
Christ, man, what the fuck?
oh,
Wow.
fuck.
What a bunch of doozies I...
I mean, you know the boys in my grade used to do? They used to dye the tips of their hair blonde.
Oh, yeah.
Do they still do that?
It's a sports thing. So like
Yes.
all the baseball kids.
But why?
In like come May, they all dye their hair blonde.
I don't think I went out with anyone that dyed their hair.
High school, I was preppy, and then after high school and college, when I could like drink legally now, I was all about the Guidos.
Yeah, that doesn't
love
surprise me though.
Oh.
Which is funny. Well, I mean, you just showed me a picture
Orange.
of your fucking orange Cheeto ass. So
I fucking love Cheetos. Thank you.
I love Cheetos too.
Whatever, crib. Anyway. But yeah. Thick and tired.
Thick and tired.
You go first.
What do-
Like, you go first. I'm not fucking going. You're going. You put your fucking finger on your nose last. Go ahead, bitch.
I didn't know that was a thing. Is that like a 90s, 2000s thing?
I don't know. Rob did it last week. I'm
Okay.
like, Scarlett took a shit. He's like, look.
So, I'm cutting you off. Take away her Red Bull.
Go.
Okay, so I am thick on the giveaway. I'm so super excited. It should be starting this week. If you don't know what the giveaway is, please go onto Facebook. No, Facebook. Don't go to Facebook.
Don't go to fucking
There ain't
Facebook.
shit on Facebook.
With all these goddamn Karens.
There ain't
yeah,
shit on. Well, no, there
go
will
on
be some on
Facebook.
Facebook. Go on to our website and nominate someone to win a free wedding dress.
wedding
A
dress.
free wedding dress with alterations. We're doing 2 a month. It's going to be filmed on YouTube. I'm so super excited because I've been literally waiting for this thing to drop, and I'm just like dying with
You
excitement.
manifested it.
I manifested it.
You did.
Yeah,
I'm really
and I'm
proud
like,
of you.
just cannot wait to get it.
It's
like,
a
I
beautiful
want to have
thing.
people in here. I want to see submissions. I like cannot wait. So
wants
go
to
on
see
our
submissions.
I want to see submissions. So go on our website and nominate someone that you think is deserving to get a free bridal dress. And I think that
And we're going to sift through the riffraff, too.
Oh, yeah, because
Don't lie.
You have to be, it has to be like a real thing. Like you can't be like it needs to be someone that's deserving of the dress.
Don't be a twat. Okay.
I probably would have thought of a different word, but that's all right. We'll go with the twat one. Okay, so my tired shit. What am I tired of? I think I had one this morning too. I'm tired of people. Okay, Drew Barrymore was. Yeah, she had Halle Berry.
So
I know
random.
I'm like totally taking a right hand turn.
What
here.
am I tired of? Oh, okay. Drew Barrymore.
No, I love
What?
Drew Barrymore. She touches her hair a lot.
She's cracked out, Drew Barrymore.
You gotta love her. See, I grew up with her, so like to me, that is her.
That's her. It's her
That's
completely.
100%
like that bitch.
her.
She yes.
But and see, she's always
I do
flipping
like
her
her.
hair
I do.
around
I do
too,
like
so.
her. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay, so Drew Barrymore had Halle Berry on her show, and they were talking about menopause, and Halle Berry had said she has 1 month left. If she skips this month, she's in full menopause. I have not even close to hitting that, but Drew Barrymore is also 2 years older than me. Okay, so, but there were so many people in the comments like hating on. Like, Halle, why do you want to go into menopause, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, because I think that nobody wants to be in this state of limbo for perimenopause. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I'm sick of all, like, the side effects. We need to talk about it one day. Because I think that, like,
Because you're fucked up.
fucked up.
Let's talk about that the next episode.
It's terrible.
I'm actually tired of you and your perimenopause. Are you crying? Are you gonna fucking cry? No, I'm tired for you. Like, I'm tired of you suffering.
Is this thing on?
That's my fucking tired. My tired is Corinne's uterus.
Well, fuck me. I'm out of here.
No,
I don't
I
even
am.
need to be here for this podcast.
No, I am. That's my tired.
Thanks
All
a
right,
lot.
Let's talk about that the next time. Let's talk about
I think
Womanhood.
women needs to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people that follow us too are millennials or Gen Xers or even above, and they're going through this shit.
what are you?
I'm a Gen Xer, which is far more superior than any of the other.
Gen X. That's like a
Yeah.
that reminds me of the wrestling.
What?
DX. Anyway, my thick is the giveaway too as well. Because when you first told me about it, I was like, "Holy shit, this is beautiful."
You
and
literally
amazing.
just copied my thing
Yeah, bitch,
and my fucking
that was
tired.
gonna be my no. Yes, yes, ditto, and that's all. So until next week.
See you next Tuesday.